You weren't born with a trust fund. You weren't born in a Manhattan penthouse. You were born in Staten Island. Your father works at the docks. His back is ruined by the time he's 40. He smells like cheap beer, sweat, and defeat. You watch him count pennies at the kitchen table. Every single night. You look at his calloused, bleeding hands. You look at the unpaid bills stacked like a tower. You make a promise to yourself. You will never be poor. Poverty is a disease, and you are going to be immune, no matter what it takes. You don't go to Harvard. You go to a state college. But you have something Harvard boys don't. Hunger. A desperate animal hunger. You get a job at a bottom-tier brokerage firm in Lower Manhattan. You are a cold caller. You don't make trades. You dial numbers. 500 calls a day. Your fingers bleed from the rotary dial. Your throat burns from talking. Hello, Mr. Smith. I have an opportunity. Click. Rejection. Screaming. Insults. The senior brokers in their custom Italian suits throw paper at you. They call you pond scum. You don't quit. You don't cry. You watch them. You learn the pitch. You learn the lies. You realize something fundamental about America. People don't want to get rich slowly. They want a lottery ticket. You decide to be the man who sells them the ticket. You pass your Series 7 exam. You're a licensed broker. But you don't go to Merrill Lynch. You go to Long Island, a chop shop. Fluorescent lights buzzing, cigarette smoke thick like fog. 200 desks packed into one windowless room. The noise is deafening. A roar of greed. It's a boiler room. You aren't selling blue-chip stocks like IBM or Coca-Cola. You are selling garbage. Penny stocks. Companies that exist only on paper. The strategy is simple. Pump and dump. You buy the worthless stock cheap. You call plumbers, teachers, mechanics. You pitch them the dream. You pump the price up. Then, you and your bosses sell your shares at the top. The stock crashes to zero. They lose everything. You buy a Porsche. It's Tuesday afternoon. You pick up the phone. You dial a number in Ohio. A man answers. Arthur, 55 years old, a retired firefighter. Arthur, you say, your voice smooth as silk. I've got the next Microsoft, a medical tech company. They cure blindness. Arthur hesitates. I don't know. I have $40,000 saved for my daughter's college. You don't feel pity. You feel the adrenaline. You smell blood. Arthur, you drop your voice to a whisper. Do you want your daughter to have student loans forever? Or do you want to buy her a house when she graduates? Silence on the line. You push harder. You use his fears against him. This opportunity closes in 10 minutes, Arthur. The rich guys are buying it all. Are you going to let them win again? He breathes heavily. Okay. Let's do it. All of it. Smart man, Arthur. Click. You hang up. You punch the air. The room cheers. You just made a $15,000 commission in 5 minutes. 3 months later, Arthur's $40,000 commission turns into $40. He calls you crying. You put him on hold. You go to lunch and eat a $100 steak. Welcome to the peak of the 1980s. Greed is good. Greed is God. Your closet is full of $3,000 Armani suits. You wear a gold Rolex President. It's heavy. It means you've won. You buy a penthouse in Manhattan. White leather couches, glass tables. And on those glass tables, white powder. Cocaine. It becomes your fuel. You do a line before the opening bell. You do a line in the bathroom at lunch. It makes you feel invincible, like a lion in a cage of sheep. You walk into the office. You scream at your team. Squeeze them. Take their kids' college funds. Take their houses. I want them living under a bridge. You are a predator. The telephone is your sniper rifle. Money hasn't just changed your life. It has erased your soul. October 19th. The stock market crashes. The Dow drops 22% in a single day. Wall Street is bleeding. Brokers are weeping at their desks. Men in suits are literally collapsing on the trading floor. Trillions of dollars wiped out in hours. But you? You knew it was a bubble. You shorted the market. You bet against America. While men are jumping out of windows, you are popping Dom Perignon. You make $10 million in 8 hours. Blood in the streets means money in your pocket. You are no longer just a broker. You are a master of the universe, but the universe has other masters. One evening, you are the last one in the office. The door opens. 3 men walk in. They don't wear Armani. They wear cheap polyester suits. But their eyes are dead. Cold. One of them sits on your desk. He has a scar on his neck. "You're making a lot of noise, kid," he says. "It's the Gambino crime family, the real Mafia. They know about your boiler room. They know you deal in cash." "We have some money," the man says. "It's dirty. We need it clean. You're going to put it in your garbage stocks and wash it for us." You try to say no. You tell them you only work for yourself. The man pulls a snub-nosed revolver from his coat. He taps it against your gold Rolex. "You work for us now, or you don't work at all." Your illusion of power shatters. You thought you were a wolf. To them, you are just a washing machine. The yacht, the Hamptons house, the supermodel girlfriend. You have it all, but you can't sleep. Your heart beats irregularly. The cocaine is destroying your mind. Now you are washing money for killers and stealing from the middle class. You trust no one. You think your phone is tapped. You hear clicking on the line. You see dark sedans parked outside your building. You hire ex-CIA guys to sweep your penthouse for bugs every week. You start moving the cash offshore, Switzerland, but you can't wire it. The government tracks wires. You use mules. You hire 19-year-old girls. You tape stacks of $100 bills to their stomachs, $50,000 per girl. You send them on flights to Zurich. Every time a plane takes off, you sweat. If they get caught, you go down. If the Mafia's money gets seized, you die. You are trapped in a prison of your own making. November, JFK Airport. One of your mules, a girl named Sarah, is nervous. She is sweating at customs. A dog barks. The agents pull her aside. They find $75,000 taped to her ribs. She doesn't hold out for even an hour. She gives them your name. The FBI has the thread, and they start pulling. Your boss calls you into his office. He looks pale, sweating. "The SEC is asking questions," he says. "The FBI is circling." You laugh it off, but your hands are shaking. "We buy the lawyers," you say. "We buy the regulators." But when you go home, you lock all 5 deadbolts. You stare at the ceiling until dawn. The predator is becoming the prey. Tuesday, 6 a.m. You are asleep in your silk sheets. A loud crash. Your solid oak front door is smashed open. Men in dark windbreakers pour into the room. Yellow letters on the back. FBI. Hands where we can see them. Do not move. Guns pointed at your chest. Flashlights blinding you. They tear your penthouse apart. They slice open your leather couches. They take your computers, your ledgers. They find the hidden safe with the Swiss bank accounts. They put cold steel handcuffs on your wrists. They are tight. They cut into your skin. They walk you out of your building. Your neighbors stare. The doorman looks away. News cameras flash. You are front page news. The federal interrogation room. Concrete walls. No windows. Freezing cold. The prosecutor slides a thick file across the metal table. It's a transcript. Audio recordings. Someone wore a wire. You listen to the tape. It's your boss. Your mentor. The man who taught you how to sell. He sold you out to save himself. He's the mastermind, your boss's voice says on the tape. I just followed his lead. The prosecutor smiles, a cold, bureaucratic smile. You're facing 25 years, he says. You stole from the public. You washed money for the mob. We have you on both. Unless you give us the guys above you. In the Italian Mafia, rats are killed. On Wall Street, everyone is a rat. Survival is the only rule. You don't hesitate. You give them names. You give them the Mafia contacts. You give them your partners. You trade your friends for a shorter sentence. Honor doesn't exist when the money is gone. Federal prison camp. Minimum security. They call it club fed. Tennis courts. Good food. But a cage is a cage. You are no longer the master of the universe. You are inmate 47392054. Your wife files for divorce. She keeps the Hamptons house. The government seizes the rest to pay restitution. The Rolex, the yacht, the offshore accounts, all gone. You scrub toilets for 12 cents an hour. You look at your hands. They are rough. They are cracked. They are starting to look exactly like your father's hands. You ran so fast, only to end up right back where you started. You have come full circle. You walk out of the prison gates. You are 40, but you look 60. Your hair is thin. Your eyes are hollow. You have a cheap duffel bag and a bus ticket. Wall Street has moved on. There are new kids, new algorithms, new drugs. The dot-com bubble is exploding. You are a ghost, a relic of the past. You walk past a bank window and see your reflection in the glass. You realize the hardest truth of all. The money never belonged to you. You were just holding it for a while. Reality check. You stole over $50 million from innocent people. You ruined marriages. You drove victims to bankruptcy. Some lost their homes. Some took their own lives. You thought you were a financial genius outsmarting the system. You were just a parasite feeding on human hope. Myth versus reality. Myth. Wall Street criminals are sophisticated geniuses. Reality. Most are just charismatic liars using basic, brutal scams. Myth. White-collar crime is a victimless crime. Reality. It destroys generations of working-class families who never recover. Myth. You always get to keep the hidden money. Reality. The lawyers, the taxes, and the government take it all. You wanted to buy the world. The world bought you, used you, and then threw you away. Next episode, Cartel Sicario, The Jungles of Colombia, 1993, Loyalty Measured in Blood, Cartels, Betrayal, or Soviet Spy, Cold War Berlin, 1961, Shadows, Cyanide Pills. One mistake means the firing squad. History is brutal. We tell it without filters. Subscribe. Your nightmare is just beginning.